welcome back to another video. I wanted to talk to you today about YouTube and the way I've seen it changing recently, and it's been really good, for the better, I think, actually. So let me give you a bit of background. I done YouTube years ago, I think when my daughters were quite small at the time, so probably 2009, 2010, I was doing daily vlogs then. I'd got on there and, started doing the daily vlogs, after a health scare. And I really wanted it to be, I wanted it to be like a thing so that if anything did happen to me, then my kids would have something to watch that had, our kind of life in it. And it worked really well. And then when I got with my husband, I decided not to do it anymore. I was sort of not really concentrating on it. I'd skipped some days and I just weren't very happy with myself. And YouTube was really different. It had gone to, a lot of YouTubers had these like perfect, outwardly looking, like these perfect lives, and these beautiful white big houses that were lovely, and just, I don't know, like it was just glamorous. And my life is not like that, because I live, in a normal size house with normal stuff, and we have clutter sometimes, and sometimes it's lived in, and and sometimes there's washing up in the sink that we've not done and we need to get that done, and things are not like all perfect, and my life is not like that either. I've had to really graft. I've had ups and downs. I've filmed some of it, and there's times in my videos where I find it's been difficult, and there's other times where I'm just having fun. And if you go back, and I sort of started again filming lockdown after my husband suggested that I do it. He said you should get back on there and film the lockdown, because it was something that had never happened in our lifetime. It's unlikely to happen in our lifetime again. And so it was something that was unusual, and I agreed with him. I said, yeah, absolutely, I should do daily vlogs during the lockdown, which I did do. I didn't have many subscribers then. I think I only had about 100 and something. I had got to the point where I was filming daily, and a lot of that my friends were watching, and I've had several friends that have told me afterwards that it was really keeping them going to just see that daily video of just me faffing about. And the other thing was, because I was working during lockdown, I was still going out. So I was having to go out to work every day part-time. I'd be out at like 5:30 in the morning, and I'd be back around 11ish. So I was working part-time. It was a great job. That job, unfortunately, if lockdown hadn't happened, I would have still been at that job, because it was a great job. It was brilliant, and I loved doing it, and I loved the people that I met there. It was just a great job, just lovely. But because of the lockdown, basically, all the people were in those offices. They left that building and they never came back. They all started working from home like everybody else did. So they didn't need me to be there doing my cleaning. So, and that's what I was doing. I was doing cleaning. So it went from like 150 people being there to like 3, and one of them was me. So that job ended up going because of that. And then I decided after things sort of opened up that I'd have a little break, but I really missed it. So I thought, right, I'm going to come back. And I've had a few moments where I've kind of gone, right, how am I going to do this? How am I going to, do I do set days? Do I do dailies? And, I've done dailies a couple of times, and, then gone back to a couple of days a week. Now I feel like I'm on a level where I'm just kind of doing a few videos a week, and it's been really nice. But this is what I wanted to talk to you about YouTube changing so much just recently, because it's been really good. It's been positive for me. I don't know, just let me know what you think about this, but I've noticed recently that YouTube has gone kind of back to the old days. People are watching more real life videos of people's actual real lives, like mine. So they're all sitting there watching these real life videos, and the other ones not so much, the ones that are kind of scripted, or the ones that are kind of, all glamorous and perfectly filmed. Those ones I don't think as many people are watching. That's just what I've noticed recently. And, you know, I find myself watching these videos that are more real life and just really enjoying that. It almost feels like YouTube came full circle for me, having been here before. But back then, it really was a lot of vloggers and a lot of people just doing their real daily lives. I don't know where it changed, where it went so glam and everything was just so perfectly done. But it did for a time. And I think, you know, at that point, people like me, the smaller YouTubers, weren't really getting a look in. And I think it was kind of disheartening. But just recently, there seems to be like this thing, it kind of, during the pandemic, kind of people started to watch a lot of camping videos, and I'm guessing that's because we weren't able to go out, but people were allowed to go camping. So there was a lot of camping videos and outdoor videos that really blew up then. And that's kind of just normal people, you know, going camping and doing outdoor stuff. And, you know, not this big adventure stuff where they're climbing mountains and, you know, hanging off helicopters and all of that kind of stuff. It was literally like real life, you know, just people wandering into the woods with their tents. And I started watching that stuff. And then I thought, this is really weird. It's kind of like it's going back to normal, like for when it first started. And so for me, as a smaller YouTuber that films real life and talks about real life things and, you know, ups and downs of life and things like that, it's been a real positive experience that people were watching more real life YouTubers, if you like, and more just normal vloggers with the no frills. I go through phases where I think, oh, I'll do a thumbnail for that and stuff. But just recently, I've just been thinking, well, you know, if this is real life, with the thumbnails and stuff, if I've not always got the time to do it, which at the moment I don't because I'm working full time as well, if I've not got the time to do it, it's no big deal to me. I just kind of put it out there and, you know, I've got lots of great comments, lots of positive comments, lots of people giving me advice. Massive thank you to all of you that commented on yesterday's video, actually, again. Great advice yet again. You know, it's been really nice to have this little community of people that are kind of like-minded and just living really in this, I don't know, I want to say in the real world, but everyone's got their own version of the real world, you know. For instance, if you are born into a kind of rich family or something like that, that would be your real world, you know, having everything seeming perfect. But I know, you know, from people that I've met that have done really well in life, that not everything is perfect, you know, and a lot of people will want to put certain things out in the public domain and other people don't. For me, I just really enjoy sharing my journey of life, and for me it's almost, I've said this so many times, but for me it's almost become like an online version of a journal or a diary where I'm just kind of telling you my thoughts and things that are going on and stuff that's happening in my life, whether it's good or bad. And I really enjoy sharing it and doing it this way. So I'm so glad that YouTube has changed and kind of gone back to the old days, if you like. If you've been watching, a lot of people have been watching YouTube for a really long time. And if you have been watching it since the start, you'll know what I mean. It has kind of just gone back. We never had all of this stuff of when YouTube first come out, it looked very different, but we never had all of that. It was people filming on their phones mostly. I still do, just because it's convenient. But it was people sort of filming on their phones, or I'll tell you what, I've still got one of my ones as well. Actually, I've got two. I've got another one upstairs. But we used to use these things called a flip cam, and they were great. You could just, you know, stick it on, one button, and yeah, it was just fabulous. This one's a bit dusty. I would love to film on a flip cam again because I used to love them, but now I haven't got a laptop at the moment. I haven't got a personal laptop because my one decided that it didn't want to do updates anymore and gave up. But yeah, I used to do that. I used to get my flip cam and I'd do my little vlogs and just hit the button and film myself like this. And, you know, I used to use that, and that's what I would do my videos on. This one is a high definition one, so that was one of the newer ones. The other one that I've got upstairs is just a rechargeable, and it isn't high definition, so it would be like filming YouTube in the old days. Maybe I should do some more vlogs on that. But some of my earlier videos I did use my flip cam, and it doesn't seem as good quality as it did back in the old days. Back in the old days it was like really good quality, the flip cams. I got both of mine secondhand on eBay. They weren't expensive. They probably are now because they're kind of collector's items now. They're probably a bit more expensive than they were now. But yeah, I really love these. So I'm so glad I've still got my 2 flip cams. But yeah, it feels like it's kind of gone back to that. Like people just grabbing their phone and quickly doing a bit of vlogging and then, you know, uploading it on YouTube. And for me, it's just been joyous. I feel like celebrating it. You know, YouTube's gone back to its roots and it's lovely. You know, sometimes, yeah, you do watch these videos that are really kind of scripted and stuff like that. The ones that I think got on my nerves the most are the ones where it's not so much the reaction videos, but it's the ones where people have taken somebody else's video, uploaded it, and then there's a little like screen of them in the corner just watching it. There's no like real reaction, so I don't really get those ones. But okay, you know, whatever you want to put out. I guess it's just trying to sort of make the money off of the other YouTubers' numbers. I don't know what that is. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to put this video out and just say, what do you think? Do you think it's changing and going back to the old days? I think that people have really woken up and kind of gone, well, that's not real life. This is, you know, we're not all sort of rich and live in a beautiful white house and with lovely stuff, and we're not able to all, you know, whip out 500 quid and go buy ourselves stuff to review and, you know, all of this sort of stuff that sort of pops up. I mean, don't get me wrong, you know, the people that I've been offered stuff. I've been offered something this week to review on my channel, but I am really picky because I don't feel like I'm that kind of a channel. I don't want it to turn into reviews and stuff like that. I really don't want it to do that. The other thing is I get offered stuff like a lot as well. I get offered things like skincare and stuff like that. Cat food's another one, but my cats, I like to keep them on the same food because if they try new stuff, they can get a bit sick. And also, I've got like really bad allergies. So if I'm using like a different skincare to what I would normally use, I am then at risk of having an allergic reaction. So for the most part, I just don't, you know, just politely say no or just don't respond. But, you know, I do get asked, and so far I've just decided not to do it because I just don't feel like it belongs on my channel, if that makes sense. If someone was to sort of offer me something relevant, then maybe, but it's not been something that I've really been into or had any real thought of. I kind of just like the way things are, and it's simple, and I'm all about having a simple life at the moment. Even though it's been a bit stressful this week or the last couple of weeks, I'm still all about trying to simplify my life. And this year, that's what I wanted to do. No frills, no silliness, just a simple, chilled out life. And I know I'm going to get there and I feel great about it. But, you know, for the most part, YouTube's just something that's been with me for years. And I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to stay here, even if YouTube shuts down, like TikTok just did. If that was to ever happen, then obviously, you know, I wouldn't have a choice than not to be here. But I probably would still use another platform because I just enjoy vlogging and sharing my real life with you. And I'm so thankful that YouTube's just gone back to its roots. I just really am. Anyway, I wanted to put that one out there because it was just something that's been on my mind for the last few weeks. And I just think it's so sort of important to acknowledge it because, you know, us sort of real life vloggy kind of YouTubey people, we're suddenly, you know, having people sort of watch and comment, and it's been so lovely, and it's been such a community. And you know, I've just really enjoyed meeting you all and being able to interact with you all and have all of those moments, and you sharing my life with me. And you know, sometimes I get congrats, and sometimes I get, you know, people giving me sympathy because I've had a really bad week, and it's just been lovely. I get people giving me advice, and yeah, it's just been a really positive experience. So I just wanted to share that with you, and also to say thank you again for following me. And you know, I can't believe that this many people watch little old me in a corner of Kent in the UK, not far from London, going about my business. Yeah, so I just wanted to put that one out there. I hope you're all having a wonderful Sunday, and I will see you on the next one.